Real Talk with Shawn Smith. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about successful and what does success mean to us. So on this episode, I got two guests, and one of them, they going to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with him.
Samurai Jackson. Most people know me as Izzy, but I go by Samurai Jackson.
So my name is AP. My real name is Alfonso.
That's cool. So you own your own business, right?
Yes, sir. I do. My brand name is called Clear Intentions.
Okay, you a music artist.
Yeah, I've been doing music since 2018. Mostly known for R&B, but I also rap as well. So yeah, I just kind of do what I feel. I don't really like put myself in a box. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been quite a journey for sure, but yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
So we think of the word success. What does success mean to you?
All right. So success means to me, so it can really mean different things as well to different people. You know, success could be just waking up. You know, you woke up today. That could be success for some people. But success for me is just like me accomplishing, you know, things that I set out and making it a goal and making it an intention to accomplish those things, and you know, just giving it my best, you know, just trying my all, you know, trying to accomplish those things. So I feel like success is really however you make it, however you want it to be, you know, as long as you got a clear goal, sure. And you achieve the goal, hey, that's a success in my book.
Yeah. What about you?
You gave so much of a good answer. I mean, it's kind of along the lines of what AB says, more so just what you define as success, right? Like you got certain goals you hit, whether they're little or big. You know, what you told me earlier, how you went back to school, graduate, stuff like that. I mean, not to knock anybody who didn't, because, you know, life happens, but, you know, that's an achievement regardless of age, and we try to put these standards and rules to what can get accomplished and whatnot, and it's just like success doesn't really have a term for everybody. It's different for everybody. So I think success just falls in line with, you know, do you financially benefit from it, or do you get like pure joy out of it? Whatever the case may be, whatever's like a win to you, that's what success is. So that's how I see it though.
Yeah, how I see success is really having a relationship with God, because that's very important, putting God first in your life with everything that you do. Because only God that can make your life successful.
True.
Yeah.
True. No, I definitely agree. I agree with that. Yeah. Keep God first.
Yeah. Everything you do, always keep God first. But yeah, and the other thing people be saying, it's a quote out there saying, do not cheat success. What do they mean by that?
That's a good question. I think what they mean by that is, so like look at our era, like we kind of came in at like the perfect time as far as like first half of my childhood was spent without really social media, and then the second half into adulthood, or maybe for the rest of our lives, is social media. So it's just like once you see other people doing something, like when you're scrolling down your phone, there's all these like shortcuts. So like you got all these YouTube videos on how to cheat this and, you know, shortcut that way. And I believe in work smarter, not harder like everybody else, but you know, certain things you just have to like grind and be consistent about, and it can take years and years and years before you get to where you want to be. So I think when they say don't cheat success, it just means don't try to take shortcuts on the things that are going to benefit you in the long run.
So yeah, definitely agree with your point too. So I feel like, because the question was like, what
Do not cheat success.
Yeah, cheating success. So I feel like that goes with, it's really tough because like me speaking from experience, I definitely tried to cheat success before, and like me not getting to the destination that I wanted to. I probably did get to the destination, but like I skipped all the steps that were necessary up into it, you know. So it's like when you try to achieve success, like I mean, you'll probably maybe achieve success, but like you'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
And you have to do it again, and you don't know the proper steps. Then it's like, all right, now you really gotta go from ground zero.
Right.
You know, and try to figure it out. So I feel like that's where I kind of bumped my head because I was trying to achieve success and try to get to that certain point like as quick as possible, for sure, without taking the necessary steps to get where you need to go.
You know, then the other question I want to ask: what's keeping people from being successful?
Probably fear. That's what mine for sure. Like when you get to a point where, forget about everybody else, when you get to a point where you're putting pressure on yourself to get it done because you've seen what you can do before, now you have to set a standard for yourself that you set. It's like some people are all or nothing type of people. So they go all in, they put all the effort. It's either, you know, there's no choice. They have to succeed. So if they fail, that's it. It's a wrap. You never hear from them again. Mm-hmm. And so that fear of, you know, not even taking that first step is what keeps a lot of people from being successful. And it's a scary step.
That's right. It's scary. Just that jump.
Yeah.
Pain, what if it works? What if it don't work?
Right. Yeah.
But like, you gotta keep that faith. Like, it will work as long as you take the jump. If you don't take the jump, then you're not gonna know if it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my answer, what keeps people from success, I think, probably confidence too. I thought it might go hand in hand with fear, you know, with confidence too. If you don't have confidence, and I feel like they come from like doing the groundwork too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you put the necessary steps in, and the outcome, you know, the outcome product should be what you think it should be. Even if it's not, you know, at least you did it.
Yeah.
And then like they give you confidence, like I did it on my own. I didn't take no corners. I didn't cheat no steps. Like, okay, look, I got to where I needed to go. And yeah, I feel like most people like have more confidence in themselves. They'll be able to achieve, you know, a lot more.
Yeah, it's very important to keep going.
Yeah, I used to like a lot of confidence, bro. Like, definitely.
Yeah. Success, yeah, that's, you know, just keep on going, keep on pushing.
Yeah, like you said, they're going hand in hand. Just confidence is, it's a killer. You got it, you know, great. But, you know, a lot of people don't come out the womb having it. It's just something you gotta build up over time. And a lot of people don't. And you can be super talented, you work super hard, but if you don't have that confidence in yourself, like really that belief, like, you know, I put it on the groundwork, I'm here, and people need to know I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really feel that from you, then they're kind of stuck.
Yeah. Then also, I feel like people need to understand, like, it's okay for, like, you to get your confidence killed. And if you get your confidence killed, like, they don't stop. Like, they don't stop nothing. You know, you just gotta keep on going. But I feel like that would happen a lot. You know, the confidence get killed. I'm really bad at this. Like, I really don't know. But really, like, that's just one person's opinion, you know, or it might be multiple people, but like, it's so many people in the world, so it's like, you relying on one person's opinion.
And then what if it's like a family member saying you're not gonna be able to do this, you're not gonna get further in life?
It's a test for sure, because it's like, you know, depending on the way you're raised and how tight-knit you might be with your family, you know, growing up, you take a different route from everybody else that they might have been afraid to do, or they might not have ever seen themselves doing it themselves. It was kind of like, you know, they may project onto you because they couldn't do it themselves. They couldn't take that first step. And so now when you hear, you know, criticism from your own family and your own blood, it's just kind of like, it's really a test, because it's like, you don't go out your way to hurt your family. You don't expect them to do that to you. But then when they say something that kind of bothers you, depending on, like, you know, your business, you know, your craft, it's just kind of like, you know, now you gotta make decisions. Like, well, you know, I come first. So does my business. So does my craft. And, you know, I love my family, but now it's kind of like, okay, well, I got to make a decision. And so the decision is, you know, to keep you at a distance for the sake of myself, because I got my own life to live, you know. So it's a test for sure. It's a test.
Yeah. But you know, you got to, I mean, do you have to necessarily pull your family wrong? Like,
I mean, you don't necessarily have to prove them wrong. I mean, I feel like a little part of us can end up deep down, like, when you want to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna show them. But, like, I mean, you should really, like, show it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I definitely, like, in the past wanted to, like, prove people wrong. If they, like, doubted me, it was kind of like like, it kind of fired me up a little bit, you know? So, yeah, I feel like it's not necessary. But if you're using it for the right benefit, you know, to, like, push your craft.
Yeah.
Push your craft more. And I feel like that's when it's, like, a beneficial thing to help if you going against your family in the sense. Now, obviously, you can't take what they say too personal. Unless, especially if they don't have any knowledge on what you do.
Right.
Yeah, they just talking just because, like, they coming from their perspective.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, it's like, I don't go out of my way to, like, look for negativity. It's not like, oh, who hates that? Like, nah,
Yes, man. It's just like on the internet, like looking at people on the internet trolling on the internet.
Like, I'm not looking. Like, when I drop something, it does low numbers, so I'm not looking to see who doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I'm not looking for my haters. I'm not like making those posts that are like, you know, talking about their imaginary haters that they don't like. Because that drives me crazy. It's like, you know, I'm more focused on like the acknowledgement. Like, okay, I see that you rocking with me. Like, I rock with you. Like, you know, the hating, I don't take it personal because it's just like whether you know me or not, you just don't see things how I see it. It is what it is. But even with family, I've had to hear it from some family members. And it's just like, well, you know, you are family, you are my blood, but we still got our own lives to live. Like I said before, it's just, you're going to go your path, I'm going to go mine.
Yeah, so they could be trying to protect you.
Right,
Trying to protect you because like, they might not know. You know?
Yeah.
And I heard one time like a quote, like, you know, when you focus on like the negative, that's what you're going to see.
Yeah.
But if you focus on the positive, you know, that's all you're going to see is the positives.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as you focus on that, then, you know, you really like a blinded. Like you don't really see the negative for real, especially if it's coming from a mouth. You don't really see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we have to brush them off.
That's why the haters over there.
Now, as far as the music, what really makes a music artist successful?
What's the question?
What really makes a music artist successful?
It's kind of like first question you asked about success to begin with, like what we define as success. It depends on every artist, because I think what makes a music artist successful is what sense of achievement do they feel from releasing the music? So is it monetary? Most of the time, yeah. Everybody wants to make money doing what they love. That's obvious, but more so just the gratitude they get from the fans for just the little impact they had with their music. So I think one thing for me, as far as my music is, the success for me would be if my music, no matter how new or old, can take you back to a certain time in your life. Like, you can say to me, oh, when I listened to Samurai Jackson's song back in 2022, it took me back to the time where I was, you know, going through it with a girl or a guy, I was struggling in college, you know, whatever the case. So I just want my music. I know the success for me would be my music being timeless. You can identify what you were doing, what you were going through, what you were thinking when you heard my song. But like I said, success is different for every artist. Like I said, it could be monetary. It can be, you know, plaques, awards, things like that. So it just depends.
You know, everything music on the billboard.
Yeah, it just depends. So for me, monetary money would be great. I never sought out after being like the most famous, like Michael Jackson or something like that. Because I wouldn't want to be as famous as them anyway. Considering like, like we're disguises to go to the ball. You know what I'm saying? But just as long as I can get, as long as I can finish or stop one day and like look back and think, I'm satisfied. That's success for me.
So, yeah. Well, success, okay, with the podcast and all that. With me, I want to be successful with my podcast. I want my podcast to like blow up. And I'm also want to get into acting and talk shows and all that. Then people, I know I say this many times on my podcast, I'm also want to become a singer too, but I want to become a country singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lane for everybody. I don't think everybody sees that because of how like saturated things are, but there's a lane for it. So
black people and all country.
There's a lane for it for sure.
Yeah, that's good that black people because we started country music.
Right. Yeah. So you want to do that? Go for it.
Yeah.
I don't see what's up.
Shout out to again Beyonce. This ain't this is one of the best songs ever. Yeah. So with business, what is the success with, what makes the business successful?
Yeah, so with me in the clothing brand space, I feel like just having like kind of systems in place, and like I feel like I definitely at first was trying to do everything by myself, and you actually you do need a team, and I was in my ego and I was like, man, I don't want nobody to help me, it's not like I didn't want help, but it's like I'd rather do it by myself, do everything on my own. But I feel like definitely having systems in place for your brand is gonna help you make you be successful, because you could get different point of views, especially if you have a business partner too. So I do have a business partner, so we have different point of views on things. So it allowed me to see things from not just my point of view, but also another point of view, of perspective, because he don't have so much of a fashion sense, but he know what looks good too. So yeah, I feel like just having different mindsets on your team and being able to be adaptable, and being able to pivot, and make changes when changes are needed. So I feel like it definitely make clothing brand successful, in my opinion.
Yeah. So you currently selling clothes?
Yeah.
You currently selling clothes on your website?
Yeah, I am. So my drop date is tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the jacket. It's a construction worker jacket. It's like short sleeve.
Yeah. I was so stupid when he came in. I was like, jacket is
thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, clear intentions, man. Hey, limited pieces dropping too as well. So once they sold out,
Well, can you imagine if a celebrity?
The celebrity yeah. I mean, I feel like that'd be dope. I definitely appreciate that if a celebrity does get in my clothes. That's the goal though. So I do want to have, with my brand, like a certain status, I guess. I want people to, when they put on my brand, I want them to feel kind of like what you were saying, with your music, hey, bring you to a point in time.
Yeah.
But I want people to feel hey, I got clear intentions, I feel the message behind it, I like how it feels, I like what to wear it with, and I just, I got clear intention, So, yeah, that's how I want people to feel my brand on, so.
That's genuine. That's genuine. That's what it's about, because you love what you do, obviously, so.
Yeah, I just want to inspire people, be the best they can be, so.
Dude, the same thing like with TV shows and all that. We want the TV shows to be successful, because if they not, they out.
Sure.
And it's a comparative business. The TV industry is a comparative business. So, Yeah, well, so is the music. You know, everybody wants to be a music artist.
I know. It's right now. I can tell you from when I started back in like early 2018, just to like maybe 2020, like it just changes. It's like, just constantly changing. So like that's why that you ask about success. It kind of just keeps redefining because now people are finding success behind the scenes of music. They're finding success through music, and then taking different paths. Once they get big in music, then they make clothes. Then they invest, and then they do other stuff. So it's just there's a lot of changes to it. So the music for sure is just kind of become one of those things. It's like you find your lane, you get in when you get in, but that's when you really have to question yourself as far as like what is success for you, like you asked. So yeah, it's a lot of people want that got to try to get their hands in the music for sure. So
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Everybody and their mama, and then they just like get up if the music's not taking off.
Yeah.
And people would comment like one hit wonder.
Yeah, that's true. If I got my one hit, I got my one hit. This is what it is. I don't care. It is what it is.
Well, as far as did you watch the BET Awards?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't watched that award show in full since I think Obama still had black hair. I watched the awards. I'm not gonna lie to you. The award. I can't. I can't really last long. I can't really last long watch the full award show. You know what I'm saying?
But what if they actually reach out to you to invite you to the BET?
Like to perform or just to go?
Yeah, to perform.
At this point right now, I mean, it'd be a good opportunity. It's just, the thing is now, I kind of prioritize development. So even as long as I've been writing, as long as I've been recording stuff, I don't have a lot of live performances under my belt. So get up on stage and perform in front of that crowd, and it'd be a good opportunity to capitalize on it. It's just like it would be like a quick answer. Like it wouldn't be like a yes or a no. It'd be like, give me some time.
And then of course, what if they just invite you with just a guest? Will you just get there or no?
I mean, I'd probably, if I had to guess, maybe I'd be a little bit more comfortable. I can go places by myself, but it's just like, it just depends on, do I have enough time to mentally prepare? Which I don't need long, but something like the BET Awards, there's so much that can be fixed about it.
Yes, I would say it's not as good like it used to be long time ago. Yeah, we used to be popular, and then on top of that, then you had like, okay, I was watching the Usher Tree, they had all these female.
Yeah. I saw a conversation about that. Like, so with the male R&B artists, this is kind of like, that's a whole other conversation.
Now, I love me some Keke Palmer and Coco Jones, but
yeah, I saw that too. Like, dang, I don't know males, but I mean, it kind of shows you where music's at right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
then Usher, he got up there and made his speech.
I don't know where that was. I didn't even watch it. I kind of caught his flip. He said, I was like, man.
They kept on me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where this is going. But yeah, that's an award show for you, though.
Yeah. So, man, yeah, you see why a lot of A celebrities would not come to the BET Awards.
Yeah. I guess it's been declining a little bit. I don't know what they need to do with some marketing tips or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And then they had this dude, T. Lee, was doing.
Yeah, I think it's just more so like what you said. It's more so, it's been declining. I think a lot of it starts with the host, right? So,
Chachi.
yeah, it's like, like when you have a like this is like when you have a host like Taraji, and then you have a host like Monique, the comedian. There's a big difference. Like the show is going to really be dependent on how great your host is, because the host is the one that's mainly talking throughout the show. They're introducing you, they're calling people on stage, they're reading the awards. So it's just like, you know, so, you know, they're going to make jokes, you know, so it's really going to be as good as the host, because the host is like, kind of like a gatekeeper, you know. You can
leave you on there.
Yeah, every time you come back from commercial break, you see the host first. So it just
Monique was the best host.
So when you have hosts like that, then you like start to decline. You kind of have to go back to the drawing board and look at what's
they have to
going on.
figure out something. Plus, they need to start dressing in the kind of way now. Now we can dress better than that.
Yeah, he's more an expert in fashion than I am, but some of those fits kind of questionable.
I was just gonna say, you know, people say you got your own style.
Yeah, right. You do what you do, bro.
Right, you do what you do. But yeah, I feel like T.I. thought that her performance was good.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see it.
I always catch it every year to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. I'll probably have to use. You said T.I.'s daughter before.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably have to use her. He has all his children are pretty talented, so it makes sense. Their parents are both, you know, music legends, so it makes sense. Yeah, I gotta check them out for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like today's rap music. I'm not a big fan.
No, I understand. It's the thing about rap. The only thing that bothers me about rap is that when everybody sees how successful it is, everybody tries to get their hands on it, and then like a lot of the stuff that blows up is like some of it's like a joke, like or like, you know, they'll blow up, they'll have a platform that blows up, and then it's like, okay, you know what? Let me take a stab at rapping. Why not? I'm already hot. This is kind of like you know, they half of them can't stay on beat to save their life. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. It's just like the way rap is treated by everybody who isn't in the culture. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It just makes you feel the same way as an artist, but you know, they'll leave it there.
Yeah, everybody not good. So we, you know, not like they used to be.
Yeah, I mean, y'all listen to rap, so I mean,
I don't listen to rap.
I mean, I listen to me better than.
Yeah, I'm an old school person.
Old school,
yeah,
okay.
R&B and country and
That's fair.
gospel and Christian and
Okay.
pop too.
Okay. I mean, I try to listen to everything just to see what's going on, because really I've learned music is like a reflection of what's happening now. So that's why people always talk about, like a lot of women will say, oh, they don't bang in R&B like they used to. And this is kind of like, well, I mean,
They want to stop the rain.
yeah, I mean, they want you outside begging in the rain, and I get that. It's just like, you know, at the same time, music is a reflection of society. So if the time now is to embrace being toxic, that's the result you're gonna get your music.
Yeah.
You know,
like 6 years.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, you know, and I mean, I can't even hate, you know, she doing her thing, because she ain't the first to do what she's doing, but, you know, sexy knows what it is. You know what I mean? Sexy knows what's hot. Sexy knows, you know, I don't know herself. So I can't even hate. It's right. And, I mean, that's it. Music's a reflection. So
She doing her thing.
They sound okay. Now, they all went for me and kids to listen to. You know, especially when a 5-year-old was talking about, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant like her. I'm like, what?
yeah. I mean, that's just more so.
I'm like, it don't need to be listened to that.
It's access to, because we heard things when we were kids growing up. I was bumping like songs from the '90s as a little kid, like just singing along to them, and I would be told, "Don't sing that." It's kind of like, what's wrong with it? And it's like, turns out, something like that was a song falsetto by The Dream.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know that was about something else. I just thought it was a good song. Like, okay, 6 or 8 years old. Yeah, right. It sounds good. But I mean, that's more so like a kid parenting, like, limited access to what your kids listen to and stuff like that. This is just a lot harder now because I see 3-year-olds with iPads and stuff, and 4-year-olds with cell phones and stuff.
iPad, they need to be playing or reading a book. That's what they need to do. Yeah, but like I mentioned on this podcast before, my kids, they ain't doing no public school. So, they doing private school. And they not getting homeschooled either because they need to be out there socialized.
Okay.
Yeah. People like, you should homeschool your kid. What if we be busy? Homeschooling no kids. Yeah, man. Because nowadays, stuff is so bad nowadays,
Yeah.
Used to be good back in the day. Let's take, for instance, food places like McDonald's, Taco Bell. Yeah.
Probably Manchester now though.
Burger King. I never really ate that growing up. I remember seeing someone like on Twitter. It was like during COVID. It's like when COVID was like insane. They had like a 10 for $2 deal. And I was like,
what? 10 for 2?
So you get like 10 items for like $2. And I was like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because you don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is.
You sit over here in the lab.
I'm cool. I'm like 10 for $2? Yeah, I'm cool. There's something going on over there. I don't know. That's wild. Yeah. Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, Taco Bell used to be good, but that's not even real meat no more. Like church and chicken used to be good, but
they kind of one of them got redesigned too by my crib. It's like black and yellow. It's not like that. Yeah, it's not the original churches anymore. I've never really eaten inside.
churches, I ate that. That stuff was greasy.
I like that biscuit though.
I know. William chicken and Lisa chicken. Yeah. Then what else? And like kids, party places like Chuck E. Cheese, they not successful no more. Chuck E. Cheese. So.
The game is changing for sure. It's a matter of, what do kids find as entertainment now, and it's right in front of them at home.
iPad,
TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's more so the parents to kind of encourage them to get out, like go to Chuck E. Cheese, go to trampoline parks, Six Flags, bowling, something
on the
like that.
swing or something.
Yeah, go to the park.
Yeah, because it was a Chuck E. Cheese here in Arlington, off of Field, and they shut that down back in March. Off of Field in Arlington,
Probably because nobody was going.
because they say the lease was high or something. They could not keep up with the lease.
It's hard. It's not the same.
Yeah, they took the electronics out, the animated electronics, they took them out on the stage. They just had this big screen on the stage. The last time it was back in December for my cousin's birthday.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah, I had not been for a while. And then, of course, did they change Purpose name?
I
I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I would. That's the wrong person. I wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Cause a lot of these businesses, they not, a lot of these businesses don't be successful like 20 years on down like they used to be successful like 10 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Cause they don't know how to target people now.
Yeah. I feel like with business like that, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to the new stuff. It's kind of like, we had Blockbuster.
Yeah.
When Netflix came out.
Yeah.
Anything online. So why I gotta go to the store and work out?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's. I mean, like you said, we learn how to adapt as far as business. We learn how to adapt as far as life goes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got in a certain condition. You just came back from the doctor's office. Now you gotta change your diet. Now you gotta exercise more. You just, you either adapt or you die. The same thing goes with the businesses.
So you got to adapt with this new moment.
Yeah.
And that is why I see what these TV networks are doing now. Like, I know a lot of people don't watch live TV. So what they do, they screen it. Like they watch their shows on streaming platform. So the network was like, okay, we're gonna count those numbers too.
Yeah.
Put it in there, but they still count the shows regardless. So they still count. And then speaking of Cartoon Network, a lot of people on the internet talking about Cartoon Network, it shut down. And I'm like, I don't think they were shut down.
I read they didn't.
Yeah.
It was just a rumor. I don't know
Yeah.
how it started, but I can't remember. So I even clicked on Cartoon Network, but yeah, I don't think they shut down.
Yeah, Cartoon Network. But yeah, Cartoon Network, it has not been the ratings and all that been bad because the kids nowadays is not interested in watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's more so the parent thing too. Once you introduce them to, they kind of just stick with them. So if you introduce them to TikTok or things that, aren't what you grew up on, they kind of just steer away from that. And then, the networks that you grew up on that you love, they pay the price for it. Because kids don't like kids don't want to watch TV. They want to get on the phone, they want to do something else. So
They want to now make me watching these reality shows, which I used to watch. But, yeah. But yeah, that's what they be doing nowadays. They don't sit there and watch live TV. They just be on their phone, be on social media.
yeah, for sure.
Like like toys. They don't play, these kids do not play toys.
Yeah.
Like we did back in the day.
Yeah. Saying again.
But yeah, they talking about opening back up Toys R Us. Yeah. What it be like, That's why you got to go with the trends and all that. That what they can keep your business going. I know a lot of shirt companies, clothing companies, they not successful. Yeah.
Yeah, but consistent too.
Yeah.
Consistent.
You have to keep on promoting yourself.
I definitely agree. I think I was just when I started my brand, I think I was just scared to kind of put myself out there. I was worried about what other people might think. But it really don't matter what other people think. It matters about what you're putting out, as long as you think it's good quality, and good product, then you should be confident in whatever you're putting out. So absolutely.
Yeah. With music,
It's pretty much the same thing. Only thing is, both of what we do actually is becoming like really oversaturated. And when I say that, it's not to say that everybody or the majority, are doing it. They're not doing it for the reasons we have. Because just because they're not doing it for the reasons that we do these things, doesn't make them like evil or like a vulture necessarily. It's just more so the fact that, okay, more people are doing what I do. Now I got more competition. Now it's just like, okay, I can't have the same, what makes me different kind of story. I actually really, really tell myself, I got to really, really study on how to market myself, how to promote myself. And then I got to a point where, like recently, I was just like, I was going through my YouTube search history, and I was like, dog, I've watched nothing but Spotify, Apple Music marketing tips for years. I am exhausted. And so I got to the point where I was just like, look, I'm going to promote myself, I'm going to market myself, but I'm not going to kill myself, run to the point of exhaustion trying to promote and market myself.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put in the work like I've been doing for the past 6-7 years, market myself, promote myself, and then go from there. I don't want to have any more expectations or whatnot because, like I said, everybody has their hands in these businesses now. Like clothing, clothing brands are everywhere. I take one scroll through Instagram. Somebody got a shirt. Take another scroll through Instagram. Somebody got, they're selling, vintage windbreakers, stuff like that. So it's just everybody's their hands in it. And it's kind of like that's cool, but that kind of made me take a step back. And it's just like, well, I'm not gonna kill myself to try to outdo the next person. You either find me or you don't. Yeah. So that's how I see it. Everyone else is different. Everyone's just wired. Everyone's motivations are different. I used to have that motivation to go crazy promoting myself. It just got to a point where it's just like, I'm tired, man. I'm getting exhausted. It's not really fun anymore. So I'm more focused on just making the music itself. I'll put in the work to promote, and then I guess I'm not gonna kill myself to do it. So
you people like it,
yeah, right.
I would say to speak to me with the podcast. So people don't know 2 weeks ago, well, I'm about to get up on these things. Yeah.
Don't get put in there, keep on going. Even though if it might seem hard, keep on going.
I was worrying about, looking at other people's podcasts and how they put out good content. Then
it's more so whatever it is you do a lot of the greats. They'll tell you themselves they do a lot of studying, right? So there's people who probably study the fashion industry to where if you decide, okay, I had to take the step to do this, I'm gonna really, as I go, examine who is the outlier in the field, right? They're fashion models, they're fashion creators, designers. Same thing with podcasts. You look at these podcasts, these big guys, these women on top. You look at, what they're doing, what they talk about, their setup. And it's not to say that you have to mimic that exactly, but you just take notes of, okay, this is what they do. How can I implement that into my own form, my own art form? Because I did the same with music. I look at how Michael Jackson would stack his vocals. I look at how, certain songwriters that you never heard of and the best songs they've ever written, how they write, how they break the form, the song structure down. You just look at things like that, and you not to necessarily steal or break from those people that you're looking up to, but you apply it to yourself and see how it works out for you. Because it's really a lot of it until you get to the point where you want to be. A lot of the stuff you can say yourself is experimental.
So yeah, I feel like it's good to not compare, but also allow it to inspire you. If you looking at someone else, dang, oh god, it's not coming out like how theirs is coming out, but thinking of it okay, I like what they did. Let me try to incorporate something similar, not copy what they did,
Right.
but like, let me incorporate something similar to like what I would do. So go put my own spin on it, or put your own spin on it, like on how you want to play it.
Absolutely. So you do the same with your podcast. You know, just like I said, you just study. You're gonna do. I think for as long as you want to do it, and for how great you want to be, you're gonna do a lot of studying. You're gonna do a lot of note taking in your head. You're gonna do a lot of experimenting. You're gonna see what works. You're gonna see what doesn't work. You're gonna make a note of that as well. You're like, okay, well, that doesn't work. I'm not gonna do that again. Or we're gonna try this a different way. We're gonna, that's. But also, I think the common theme for what each one of us want to do is consistency as well. Because quitting, we've all got that feeling before it. So,
That's and when we think that's the best solution, that's what we think that is. Quitting.
And quitting is not that it's. I don't look down on people who necessarily quit, because I'm understanding. It's just more so the fact that once you've, come back to what you're going to do after quitting, or maybe stopping for so long, it is a pain to try to get that momentum going. Because it's like, oh my God, I gotta start over. Or, even with the success I've built up to this point, if I just kind of stop, it's just like, damn, I gotta. All right, back to the drawing board, start from scratch again. Oh my God.
Yes. That's why I feel like it's better to keep on going and not stop. Just like revise along the way.
Absolutely.
Instead of just completely stopping. Unless you just don't see that for yourself no more, or like you want to go a completely different path. But if you just want to stop, that it's just not going the way you want it to go, but you still want to do it. But you just stop because it's not going the way you want to go. But I feel like that's not a good reason to stop.
If you put something, you give it your all, whether it's business, relationships, whatever it is, you got to a point where you feel it's better for your mental health to walk away, I say do that. I'm not gonna ever not dream anybody does that. Or, if you need to take that break, take that break. But if it's something that you can use your art form to go along, or, express yourself with whatever it is you're feeling, I say do that. If it doesn't take so much of a mental, if it doesn't take so much of that, doesn't take so much of a toll on your mental health. Because like I said, you wanted to quit a couple weeks ago. It's natural. I'm writing songs sometimes. I'm like, I'm gonna set this book on fire. But like I said, just whatever motivates you to keep going, you have to kind of remind yourself of that. So,
and thing is to pray, that's the thing, to pray with God. Ask the Lord to guide you. That is very important.
Put it on His hands.
And that's what my head was not at 2 weeks ago. I was not praying and putting my trust in God. Because He the one see me through. He the one see what's going on. He has a big plan for my life.
right.
Yeah.
Starts with the spiritual foundation as well, for sure. Just how grounded are you? How much, and also just how much do you want it? You pray about it. So,
So this has been a good conversation, y'all. Success. Very good conversation. So I really appreciate y'all for joining me on this episode of Real Talk with Shawn Smith. So we're about to close out here, and they gonna tell me start with you.
Oh, what do you say?
Like your Instagram, or what they can call your Instagram music.
My Instagram is Samurai Jackson. Samurai Jackson, JAXON. My music's on all platforms, Apple, Spotify. I can't believe people use Amazon Music. That shocked me.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. But my music's on all platforms. Samurai Jackson, Jackson, and yeah.
Alright, so my main page on Instagram is APJ. I think it's __ APJ. And then my clothing brand page is CLR Intentions. That's all one word. On Instagram, CLR Intentions. And my website is www.clrintentions.com. That's where you'll find me. Just subscribe and tap into the brand.
And y'all tune in to the next episode, Real Talk with Shawn Smith. Be sure to subscribe to Real Talk with Shawn Smith's YouTube channel and also catch the episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And remember, a new episode is every Thursday. We don't know what time, but every Thursday now. So y'all take care and have a fantastic week. See y'all next time. Bye now. Y'all come back now.